You probably know that the thing that is stopping you from achieving your goal is yourself. Like, obviously, you're the only person in power of your life. You're the only one that can guide to it. So, you are the only person that is responsible for your life. But at some point, you become lost with it. Why? Because all this responsibility create a sort of, at least it is for me, imposter syndrome. So you feel like I don't deserve all of this responsibility. I'm not responsible for all of these things. And I have this too. Actually, I have this too. Everyone keeps having it at all time. I got by this point up to date four people telling me that I could be making 30K a month at least for my knowledge, my skill, my and what I've built. But I'm making 2K. I'm making actually 1K and a half per month. Why? Because of imposter syndrome. I rejected 11K a month. 11K a month, yeah. Around that. Like 11 to 20K a month. All for two things. Imposter syndrome, like one for imposter syndrome and fear. The other one was the right decision that saved me from making up, yeah, that, like for wasting a lot of time. But I basically lost 10K a month because of imposter syndrome. And I think that you are falling with this too. Actually, almost everyone is falling with this too. In every area of your life. Like imposter syndrome doesn't only happen in business. It happens when you like I don't know, that when you get a girl, when you go to the gym, when you take a test, like imposter syndrome happens everywhere. Because it happens because this is something that a guy I told me. So imposter syndrome is because you're confident about your future self, but you are insecure about your presence. So you are confident in what you can achieve in the future. You have plan. You know that you know that in 2 years in the gym you will be giant. You know that if you keep improving, you will deserve that girl. You know that you deserve this business, and you think it for the future, but you haven't accepted the reality now. I'm not sure how to solve imposter syndrome, I'll be honest, because I'm still having it. As I said, like I still made an error with imposter syndrome and I'm still having it. But I want you to recognize this because if you don't know that you have it, if you feel fear of you, let's put it this way: have you fear of success? Are you feeling that you don't deserve what you have? That success scares you? Because sorry, okay. Because almost everyone said to me that the only reason I'm not making a ton of money is because I don't want this success because I'm scared of it. I don't want to be making 30K a month. I could be easily making because I'm scared of it. Like, and this is something that stuck with me because this implies even more that the only reason I'm failing is myself. But not in a way I think. Like I was thinking all the skills, mindset, and all these things, but like obviously imposter syndrome is mindset. But I was not thinking about it. I was thinking, yeah, I have imposter syndrome, and yeah, okay, like how can you solve it? You just have to go through it. But no, like it is every type of limiting belief. You can't just leave it there. Like I thought it was normal, everyone has it, and everyone has it. But you need to level up your imposter syndrome as everything else. Like obviously not the power of imposter syndrome on you, the power that like the resistance for imposter syndrome. How do you do it? For now, up to date, I think taking action. I think that risking and doing what you don't think you can do, what you don't deserve it to do, is the only way to cure it. Like you have to go through those type of action in order to understand that you can take them. Even if you can't, even if you can take them, even if you fail, it is still better than have the regret of not doing it. Because in life, you can choose you in life you need to choose which regret you love. Because I don't know, by working at a business, by creating a business, you'll have the regret of not enjoying your life at 18, at 19, at 20, like those years. But you obviously not have the regret of being poor and slacking off for your whole life. By going to the gym, you will have the regret of not eating the thing. Like you will always have regret. You need to choose your regret. You want to have the regret of not being a shitty person, or the regret of like not being a shitty person, or the regret of not being successful, the regret of failing on everything in your life, or the regret of failing of not doing what you wanted to do. You need to choose your regrets. And I choose to fail from now on. Like now that I realize this, I choose to fail every day of the week, and to have the regrets of I failed, instead of having the regrets of I not taking action. Because at least I learned. Like you always gain something for failing. I think you guys know this, but you can't actually totally fail. You can never actually fail until you give up. Like it's not failure, it's learning. So even if the worst thing that could happen, the worst thing that could happen in the world is that you come back to the starting place. Like if, let's say, I start to work with a guy who does 50K a month, I do a shitty jobs, he start to hate me, he takes all the money back, I'm back to zero. Like I'm back to zero. I was at zero before, now I'm back to zero. Like nothing fucking changed. I wasted some time, yeah, but it's not wasted because I gained knowledge. I gained a lot of knowledge from working a guy who's like 50,000 a month, and especially from failing, because now I know that I don't need to do. The same goes for everything. The same goes for you. If like the worst thing that could happen is that you fail, like it's worth risking. It's not that bad. You always come where you are now. Like you will never go down a lot. Like even if you're making 10K and you start to make 5K, even if you start to make it zero, you still have the knowledge above you to 10K. Like all the people that make a lot of money say that they could be like starting to make the money again even if they lost everything in a couple of weeks. Why? Because you have the knowledge right now. Like you know how to do it. You know the game. You know the scheme. Your brain has a success pattern. Every time that you succeed at something, your brain creates a success pattern. And every time you like reinforce this pattern, the more you can succeed in everything. Like this is why people that seem like they can do everything in life, because they failed a lot, did one thing right, then they fail out and they two things right, then they fail slightly less and they three things right, then slightly less fail and four things right, but they still fail. Like you always fail. You simply don't see the failure in others. And after some time, when like you win 2,000 times, your brain start to develop a common knowledge in everything and start to develop a success pattern and knows how to succeed in everything in life. Like knows how to succeed in everything. Because by being able to for example, like charisma will help you with sale will help you with convincing people for something, convincing people with something will help you to live a better life. Like advertising will help you in your music career. Like you can't ever lose. You can't ever lose. So fucking imposter syndrome, take action and go do it right now. Bye. Actually, click in the description and join the community so you can have a one-on-one chat with me, whatever you want, and we can discuss this together. Maybe you need help. But yeah, see ya.